This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, More Footy, Less Admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm JAMALI here at St Mary's home ground. I'm here with head coach Richard Todd from the under-15s. They just had an amazing win over Surrey Park. How does a win like that feel like after doing that? At half-time, were you feeling confident?
Oh yeah, we had a pretty good setup. Actually, to be fair, we had to play guys who were injured today just to make up the numbers, but they just gelled together. We had a good output from all the boys, and it was good. Yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah. When you're winning a game so comfortably, at half-time do you tell them to relax? Because they seem to keep putting in the same amount of effort.
You never tell a side to relax. It's the last thing you do. No, you just keep them up the mark. You have to.
Yeah. Today, Julian Toniazzo had an amazing game, scoring 9 goals. As a coach, does that really make you feel comfortable with your forward line when someone's so consistent?
Well, he was 5 minutes out from pulling out because he had an injury, and we had to put him in the forward line, and that's where he stayed. And he stayed at home forward, and he did the job. But he was sore. He was maybe not should have played, but he did, and he did the job.
Yeah, well, that injury didn't seem to slow him down at all. And also, Timothy Todd had another awesome game. He's got 27 disposals. Having someone so comfortable with distributing the ball around the field, does that make it easier for the whole team to flow together?
Yeah, well, Tim did play a very good game. He was double teamed, and what he did do is he sacrificed his game to a certain degree and allowed other players to clear the ball out of the midfield. And we got a lot of clearances because 2 people would be concentrating on him. We had a boy free who could run with the ball and put it in the forward line. We kicked a lot of goals through that. So although he got the ball a lot, he did sacrifice his game. It was fantastic. It's a real good captain's game.
Yeah. I found watching the game, it was very clear that your team's very selfless, and there was a few times where people could have kicked for goal but decided to pass to their teammate. Does that make you feel happy and proud about your team? Oh
yeah, look, we emphasise on sharing the ball. Actually, I said to the boys at the 3/4 time they weren't sharing enough. So that's a priority for us to look for one another, kick to the best option, because if we don't, we end up with the ball in the forward pocket trying to kick goals from impossible angles. So the idea is to share the ball and get in the best position.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us today. Thanks and congratulations for the awesome win.
Good on you. Thanks for that.
Good on you. Yeah.
I'm Aditya here with the coach of Surrey Park, TERRENCE Mason. Coach, you had a pretty slow start to the first and the second quarter. What do you think?
It was a hard day at the office in the first half. Look, the boys, I had a chat to the boys at half time, and it came down to work ethic as well as belief in what really, if they can compete at this level. And I actually asked them some honest questions. I put the question to a few of the boys that if, what do they want? That was my question, want. What do they want from their footy? And I think in the second half they responded a lot better than what they played in the first half.
I think in the second half they pretty much didn't allow them to run away with a good start. I think they kept them well, but I think the start of the first half was second quarter put paid to their hopes, maybe.
Yeah, look, we've approached all the games this year without really looking at the score, because once the boys learn about, we've had to put some structures in place, as well as their defensive side. You can be very attacking sides when you're down in lower divisions, but in this division you've got to have a good defensive side. We're still learning that, positioning and so on. So we're not really worried too much about the scores. The boys are positive. They're good. But they've got to turn up and be ready from the first bounce rather than...
That's good to know the boys are being positive. So what was the idea between moving Flynn from the defensive to the forward line? And it seems to have worked for him. He scored 2 goals.
Flynn was one of the boys that we sort of spoke about at half time, that he has a lot of talent, but he was trailing into each contest and not having a great deal of impact. and he played a little bit of fullback last week, and we moved him forward, and it was good. He responded well, and as we say, we talk about criticism. If you respond well to criticism, then you only improve as a person.
Good to know. So, what it means for your team to stay back in the first division?
They're very happy. They wanted to stay up here, and as the season goes on, we'll get better. They've improved a lot since the first game, but it's one of those things that we'll just have to keep on working. One day we might get a win.
Yeah, it seems so because
footballers makes them better footballers.
yeah, I've been watching them. I think they've improved as weeks have progressed. So hopefully you find a victory soon.
Yep.
So what will your preparation for next week be?
A bit of full ground drill this week, ball movement, and at least we're getting. First interview with you, I think we didn't get it into our forward line. We've scored 6-7 this week, so we're getting better. We're getting better. So a bit of full ground drill.
Thank you, coach. So this is ADITYA signing off, with St. Mary's winning by a huge margin of 136-43. So thank you. Until next time. Bye.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.